Today I wanted to show you the construction of this block. We've got two blocks that have similar construction in the Book Club hand piece quilts along, and we're calling them partial seams, but it's a little bit of a different type of partial seams. So this is the Penelope block, and the first thing we're going to do is sew these two things together and these two things so that we have a sort of like a bow tie. And full disclosure, I'm filming this during the coronavirus shelter in place, so I'm doing this while the family's out of the house, and I'm going to machine sew these for the interest of speed. So if you see machine stitches, that's why. But I am going to machine stitch them in the same way that we would hand stitch, just going to within 1/4 inch of the edge of the fabric. So let me go machine sew those, and I'll be right back. So at this point, I've sewn these together, and now we're going to sew the opposite sides. And this is one thing that's a little different with hand piecing, is that because we haven't sewn down the seam allowances, you are able to really just line up this piece with the center piece, and then just do the same thing, just sew center to center. I actually would sew it on this side. With the Penelope block, you can actually, I had every intention of hand sewing this, so I marked my seam allowances on the white pieces and then on the center block, and I think that's all you need to do. You can skip doing them on the dark if you just sew on those sides. So let me just go stitch that together, and then I'll show you what comes next. Okay, at this point, this is looking kind of funny. It's just attached to the center square on all 4 sides, but none of these in-between seams are sewn together, and that's the next step. So you're going to just fold those together, and again, because of hand piecing, let me go this side since you can see the lines. Those seam allowances are free, and so you are able to just sew point to point right here on each of those 4 areas, and then we'll have a completed block. So let me go do that, and I'll be back. This is after it's completely stitched. So again, it's not pressed yet, but we sewed opposite sides of the center square. It's just a little easier. We figured that way. You could just sew them in order here, but we think it's a little easier to do it across, and then sew these 2 pieces along here, and then go back and sew these seams. And because with hand piecing, those seam allowances aren't sewn down, you can still match up your seams just fine. And then give it a press. I've been using this little wool pressing mat and this little Oliso iron. They sponsored the hand piece quilts along, but this little nice portable iron has been so nice to do with the hand piecing work. So you have a little portable ironing station.